Hello my gorgeous Leos, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Leos, and it's for June 2019. I'm so excited when it comes to you this month. You know, to be quite honest with you, it is going to be a little bit strange and it is going to be a little bit weird, because you're going to find yourself being the part of the situation where you're going to kind of see your life and you're going to see certain bits and pieces, you're going to see certain things about your life, and you're going to gain certain strength at the same time. But what does that mean, that you're going to gain a certain strength at the same time? Well, it's going to help you to see things from a slightly different angle, and there is going to be realization realization that is really important, and realization that is really significant, and realization that has so much to do with the fact that you need to move on. There's certain things that came to an end, there's certain things that are coming to an end, but the power of this month is the fact that you will be able to see things crystal clear. And it's not only about that, it's about the courage, it's about the justice, it's about the, the power, it's about self-esteem, it's about realizing certain things about yourself that's just so important, but it's also really ridiculously important time for you to move on. Now this is June, now we are slowly going to the second part of this year 2019. Now as the time goes by, as each month goes by the end of this year, it's going to be more intense, but especially when it comes to your life, especially when it comes to your love life, especially when it comes to your emotions, and especially when it comes to your social relationships. Yes, career is going to be like ridiculously important, and this is something that I was going to say to you. It's not only about the career that is going to be ridiculously important, but it's a life-changing opportunity you are going to have. You are going to have a life-changing opportunity that you are going to have this month, okay? And that life-changing opportunity is just going to be absolutely everything, because it's just going to be completely connected to that stage of your life, or that dimension of your life, or that future planning in your life that you kind of wanted to do in a while, but you were just waiting for the right time, and you were waiting for the right moment where you can feel like a completely like a completely bit more like you are at the right time, like you're doing the right things, like you can feel like it's the right time, basically, when it comes to your own personal security, when it comes to your power, and when it comes to your own personal security, okay? I think it was a lot about, just the confidence maybe sometimes wasn't there, because you were just waiting for the security or for the financial things to like kind of be where you want them to be. But this is why my saying, there is the beginning of something really important going to happen to you this week, and the way this is going to happen, this is going to be like so significant, because it's going to be connected to this. You see this? It's going to be connected to the time that has been in your life for a while, the time that is making you a little bit unhappy, and the time of your life that you're just able to see it now. You're able to feel it, you're able to sense it in such a way that you know that there are certain things that were so important to you, that they used to be so important to you, that they simply came to an end. Because when this happens, when Tower happens, you see, it is going to be the situation that is just going to kind of show somebody's face in a slightly different way, in a slightly different angle. You're not going to be surprised, but this is just going to be your confirmation, and at the same time this is going to be your own huge massive starting point indeed. So this is why we have this card here, and the bottom line is that it's all about the actual an invitation and opportunity that you actually have, and this is going to be amazing. The invitation and opportunity that you are going to have is just going to be the main point for you. It is going to bring you wonderful balance, and it is all about the challenge, but it's also going to be, it's going to be the challenging situation, but this is going to be really, really good, and this is going to be brilliant, and most certainly this is going to be the beginning of something very, very huge, the beginning of something very, very important. Okay, my gorgeous Leos, you see, like when it comes to the actual number, your number this month, of course, it's a number one. Number one, it's all about a new beginning. Number one, it's all about a new opportunity. Number one, it's all about the power, all about the energy, all about determination, all about the new life, all about the adventure. Like, I can't stress enough how important number one is. At the same time, my babies, you see, number one, it's it's also giving you very strong energy, you see. So if you do want to start something for the first time, if you do want to try something, if you do want to like begin something, if you do want to have some kind of beginning where you need like a confidence, you know, self-esteem and things like that, just do it, because the power of this number is going to bring you this wonderful energy, and this wonderful energy is just going to reflect on you. It's just going to start throwing things on you, at you, like what you can do or what you can try. You just need to have the right balance. You just need to have like a very sharp subconscious mind, and this is exactly what is going to be happening and what the situation is going to be throughout this month for you when it comes to you, my gorgeous Leos. And it's all about the actual fantastic adventure, enthusiasm that you are going to feel, and the whole new initiative. You see, the certain part of your life is going to start changing like there is no tomorrow. But this month, this is going to become evident, and it's going to start changing in such a way where you will want to move on from things, not just emotionally, but like when it comes to your life in general. You see, you will want to do the next stage, you will want to do the second stage, and this is going to become evident to you because you're going to feel energy, good energy, you're going to feel a power, you're going to feel optimism, and that in itself is just going to make you feel really obsessed, but in a really good and the best possible way. I'm so happy for you because it looks like the whole new obsession is going to come through, and this is exactly what you needed. This is exactly what you wanted. I'm so excited for you because, as I said, this is going to be the beginning of something really good, but it's almost going to feel like an adventure. Beautiful sunshine is going to start shining, and it's going to start changing beautifully your life by making you feel really beautiful and warm. Okay, now when it comes to the actual health, you see, you are going to need to make sure that you are taking the certain amount of calcium and magnesium and vitamin D. Calcium, magnesium and vitamin D, these three supplements are going to be ever so significant for you to take, because in general I can see that your skeleton in general is going to be kind of in need of these particular supplements, and this is going to be so important as well for your muscles as well when it comes to magnesium in particular. So it's these things are going to be so significant for you to take, and you're going to benefit from it quite a lot. But it's a lot to do with your joints, it's a lot to do with your bones, and also like what else I was going to say, that it's just so important to make sure that you kind of brush your teeth and make sure that you use a mouthwash that is completely natural, because you're going to have a very strong sensitivity to fluoride. Try to get a toothpaste, if you already haven't got it, without fluoride, without chemicals and on the EU rubbish, and try to get like a mouthwash. I was going to say Sasquatch. God! Try to get Sasquatch. Oh my lord! Try to get mouthwash that is actually natural, without any fluoride or anything like that, because it's going to help you with your gums and it's going to help you with your teeth, because I think they're going to be quite sensitive. So no fluoride, no rubbish, just natural. Okay, toothpaste and mouthwash, so important, because as I said, your gums are going to be really sensitive. So if you are on any other medications, if you are pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, please check with your doctor whether this can interact with your medications or not, okay, because this is going to be so significant, and also it is just something that you're going to really benefit from. On another hand, when it comes to the actual energy levels, you will be able to feel the energy. That is going to be good time, that is going to be good month for the energy levels, and it's just going to make you feel really happy and really optimistic, and that in itself is just going to give you a chance to like get on and to achieve quite a lot this month, like with things that you wanted to do, the things that you planned for a while. Okay, so now my gorgeous Leos going on the first date, which is going to be ever so significant, of course, and your first date is actually going to be on the 1st of June. Now the 1st of June, this is just when things are going to start. This is when things are going to start changing for you in such a way where you're going to feel lots of energy and lots of power, and also you will be going through your own transition. This is the moment, this is the time, this is the beginning of your own transition, which is going to start on the 1st of June. Listen to me very careful, this is really important. This is an important time of suspension and rebirth, which means that you're going to need to give something in order to get something back, which on another hand, which means that you need to sacrifice. This is an important time, an important moment for you to realize what do you need to sacrifice in your life in order to get a rebirth, in order to have the most powerful rebirth, or one of the most significant rebirths that you actually literally had since you were alive. When I say rebirth, which means that you're going to be given a very important moment. You're going to be given very important stage. You're going to be given very important chance here in order to change your life, literally. And this is going to start happening right on the 1st of June. And I can't express how significant this is, because you have got number 1 as your numerology number, and now the 1st of June is going to be so significant. You people are going to change your life. Your life is going to change, and not only you will rediscover your happiness, but you will discover the whole new passion. So there is going to be the sacrifice that you are going to have, readjustment that you are going to have, regeneration that you are going to have, which is going to be the beginning of something big, and it's going to lead towards your own rebirth. This is so good. Also, something is going to become very evident when it comes to your skill, what you know to do, what you know how to do. This is going to be an important moment, because something is going to be on one hand in demand, but on another hand there is the whole new option going to become available here for you, and this is all due to your own hard work and what you have been doing, what you've been focusing on, and there is a really big reward waiting for you here that it's going to become evident indeed. I highly recommend you to wear like a tiger's eye throughout June 2019. Tiger's eye is going to be very wonderful crystal for you, especially when it comes to your career and finances, and especially when it comes to like protecting this and attracting even more positive energy, and also protecting yourself against negative people and evil eyes and things like that. It's just something that energetically you're going to benefit from so much, not only on this day but just throughout June and even July 2019. This tiger's eye crystal comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. The link to buy this is in the description below, and by buying this you're also supporting my channel as well. Okay, so now the second important date that I want you to know, it's actually going to be on the 16th of June. Now the 16th of June, not only there is a certain person from the past that is going to come forward, you're going to need a little bit of help with some kind of issue, something that happened and it's to do with something that you own, and you need to put your input, but you're not able to do it completely by yourself. So there is a certain person that is just going to play an important role. The bottom line is somebody is going to help you with something, and you will wonder whether you should trust this person or not, but of course you're going to be able to trust this person because it's somebody who you know a really long time. On another hand, there is a resolution of a massive problem that you're going to come here, that is going to actually stop here. Fantastic conclusion, and it's just going to bring you solace and healing, and you're going to really like it because it's going to be satisfactory result. You're going to realize there is going to be a little certain compromise, but then again that in itself is just going to bring you the whole new inspiration. It's not going to be as negative as you thought that it's going to be. So this is what I want you to say. It's going to be quite good, but at the same time it's also going to make you realize that there is like a little danger, that sometimes you need to be careful, and sometimes you just need to keep your mouth closed. No, sometimes you need to be careful and just don't talk about personal things to people who you don't understand, or people who don't know, or don't talk about very sensitive and delicate things about your personal life to people, because I don't know, there is somebody that you might be like a little bit disappointed around, somebody who might open their mouth to somebody who they shouldn't have opened their mouth to, and things like that. So just be a little bit careful when it comes to like talking about personal things about your life. Okay, now the third part, the third date that I was going to say to you, my gorgeous Leos, is actually going to be on the 28th of June. Now the 28th of June, I'm so glad, because there is an overburdened feeling you're going to have. It's going to start with a little bit of stress. It's going to start with a little bit of like you feeling like a little bit like, oh God, you will not know what to do, because there is an issue is going to bounce back, an issue is going to come back that was the part of your life for like the last 10 months. So you were trying to ignore this, but this is going to bounce back. And the first of all, it's going to make you feel like a little bit pressured and a little bit stressed. And I said that I'm so happy for this, because that in itself is just going to kind of make you think, and you will go into a thinking mode. And then what this thinking mode is going to do, it's going to make you realize something really important. And then that realization that you are going to have in itself is going to be very significant, and it's going to make you realize the recognition of certain abilities are kind of about to happen, and that will all make make sense to you. But on another hand, there is going to be a good news that you are going to have on the 28th of June by the end of the day. And that good news that you are going to have is just going to be all about you going on the next stage, and this is all going to be huge. This is all going to be important. You will know that you're going to need to make certain things. You will need to change certain things. You will need to make certain necessary adjustments and readjustments in order to do this. But there is something else going to become available that you're going to be able to get hold of, and that in itself is just going to be the new starting point. Like very, very good indeed. Okay, this is also an important time at around the 28th of June. If you're looking for work, if you're looking for promotion and things like that, if you want to talk, connect and reconnect with somebody who's above you, like an owner, leader or something like that, this is going to be the great time at around the 28th to do it, because the balance is going to be just perfect. Okay, so now the first part of June 2019, it's going to start with like you realizing that there is a certain illusion about your life that is just going to become evident. A certain illusion about your life is going to become evident, and it's just something that you were thinking about someone, and you were hoping that that person is going to come through, come forward, come halfway in order to kind of help you out with a certain stage of your life. But this is going to be the realization that is just wishful thinking. But on another hand, that is going to give you so much strength and so much power. And also this is the moment, not about somebody who doesn't mean that much to you in your life, what they do and realization, but it's the moment when you realize that this is when things are going to start changing. Something is going to happen, and you're going to realize that you've got more in order to move on. This is going to be the moment when you will want to move on. And this is going to be the time, that very moment, you're just going to get a really sacred strength and sacred power. And this power is just going to make you feel like you're ready for everything. You're going to start feeling very energetic, re-energized. You're going to start feeling very optimistic. You're going to have the whole new initiative. You're going to start feeling very strongly about making changes in your life. You're going to be literally ready for anything. This is a good time to like just keep on like a kind of like trying things for the first time. This is going to be rather significant. On another hand, a massive recognition, huge recognition when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances. And those of you that are actually not working, those of you that are retired, this is also going to be massive. This is going to be huge recognition that you are going to have, and this is so good because also you felt powerless because you were waiting for these particular things to change. You were waiting for this particular thing to happen, to be recognized, and you were powerless for a while. But now this is just going to be so good because it's all about your own practicality and security that is beautifully come through, and it's just going to give you a chance to chill out. It's just going to give you a chance to relax, and it's just going to give you a chance to just have this wonderful balance back. It's going to give you a chance to rest. So beautiful. This is also going to be an important time for meditation, relaxation, grounding, yoga, reiki and things like that. The first week of June is going to be va-va-voom, fantastic. I mean, throughout this month will be brilliant, but the first part of June is going to be very, very essential to do this. It is just so good because a very strong time of reconnection when it comes to your family. By the time we get to the second part of June 2019, it is all about you. It's your homecoming time, you reconnection with your family members, reconnection with the people in your family. And there is somebody also that is going to have a really good news when it comes to in your family. Somebody who means to you so much, you weren't too sure about them. You were worrying about them, worrying about one person in particular, but they're going to be absolutely fine. They're going to be absolutely fine, and this is also going to become evident in the mid-June to you as well. And also, you will be presented with the two life-changing choices. Mid-June will bring you two life-changing choices. And this is going to be brilliant, and this is going to give you a chance to rejuvenate. This is going to give you a chance to like take care of yourself. This is going to give you a chance to like escape, and this is also going to be a really great time to book holidays or to think about holidays, because most certainly something like that is going to be quite evident. But at the same time, this is going to be a very special time for you, very sacred time for you, because if you book holidays in mid-June or at any time in June, okay, you don't need to go in June, you see, but as long as you book in June, and as long as this energy of the June is actually attached to it, you can go in December, you can go in January, you can go in February 2020. You see, it doesn't matter. As long as you have energy of June attached to it, there is still going to be an idea that is going to come through it, an idea that is going to manifest from it, an idea that is going to manifest by it, that you're going to benefit from so much. Also, what else I was going to say, my babies, there's a justice is coming. Justice, and it's going to be good. Justice is going to be brilliant. Justice is going to make you feel really happy. Justice is going to make you feel really excited. Something that you waited for other people to decide for you. Something like it's either to do with a court case, or it's either to do with some kind of decision that you waited for a while. So now this is going to put a big smile on your face. And also, this is a great time for negotiations. Great time for negotiations, which is going to be quite significant indeed. But especially when we come to the to the last part of June, to the last third part of June, last part of June is in particular going to be the best for negotiations. Okay, what else I was going to say? An inheritance, the money is going to become evident. Money, money, money. You're either going to get an inheritance, or somebody like an immediate family member or immediate person like around you is going to get an inheritance that you're going to benefit from. But if you don't have anybody to leave inheritance, then it could be a certain amount of money that is just going to surprise you rather nicely, but other people are also going to be part of. It is most certainly going to be a very important time when it comes to your prosperity, when it comes to your personal security, when it comes to your power, and that in itself is going to give you like energy and assertion, and you're going to get like all sorts of ideas. You will want to change things. You will be like all around the place from the mid-June to the last part of June. You're going to be all around the place. You're going to be making so many changes in your home, in your garden. If you have a garden, for example, you're going to be all around the place. But I can see a very strong connection and reconnection with the plants, with the gardening, with the nature, with the crystals. All this is going to become very strong. All this is going to become really evident. All this is going to be giving you power at the same time, and believe me or not, it's going to be rejuvenating you at the same time. So that's why it's so important to connect and reconnect. If you haven't got a garden, maybe you will have like a plants at home like this, you see, like I have. You saw, it all depends, but that is just going to be so important for you, because for your own reconnection, and that in itself is just going to rejuvenate you. The third part of June, it's also going to bring you like your turning point. It is going to bring you your wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune that you are going to have, this is going to be so important, because the last part of June is going to feel a little bit strange. It's going to feel a little bit unusual. It's going to be like it's going to feel like a slightly different dimension, and this is because the veil in between this world and the spirit world is going to be at its thinnest, and that particular veil is going to make you feel really, really a little bit like unusual, because you're going to be able to sense this unusual dimension. What this unusual dimension is going to do to you, it's going to make you realize that the very important time is coming. It's ticking, and it's coming, and it's good, and it's powerful, and it's significant, and you will know exactly what I mean. Letter D is a letter D like a DD, or letter D like Danny, you see, Daniel, you see, letter D, it's going to be very significant when it comes to this wheel of fortune moment, when it comes to this turning point, because you're going to realize something so huge is about to happen. You will realize, and you will know then and then, that your life is going to change, and it's not going to be bad, it's not going to be negative, it's not going to be scary. This is so going a while back. This is connected to all those things that you were focusing on, all those things that you wanted to happen, that you were worrying about subconsciously so much that just pushed you off. This turning moment that you're going to have, this wheel of fortune that you're going to have, is just going to bring you, it's going to open your eyes so beautifully, and once your eyes are open, they will not close ever again. This is such an important time, because this is going to be big, this is going to be huge. An unexpected event is going to happen. There is a little bird is going to become significant. The size of it is going to become significant. The size of this bird is going to be important. The size of this bird is going to be different, and this is when you will know that you know your life is about to change. You also need to remember, and you need to check symbolically what this particular bird is. And if you can't check symbolically, see how you felt. Look what you were thinking about. Look what you were focusing on. What this bird could mean. It will all make sense. Just watch for the little bird at the end of June, and that little bird is going to let you know that your moment is coming up, your moment in destiny, your moment of change, your moment of power, and this is going to be huge, because something really massive is going to be revealed to you at the same time. But at the same time, that is going to give you like a strength and confidence to move on. Okay, you are going to feel the need to discuss something with some kind of spiritual leader, and that discussion is going to become quite evident and quite important here. I highly suggest you to get like a LAPIS LAZULI. You know, I spoke about LAPIS LAZULI quite a few times. These are amazing when it comes to our spiritual guides, when it comes to our spiritual leaders, when it comes to the wheel of fortune, when it comes to like a destiny, when it comes to us making decisions, and most importantly, when it comes to us kind of like trying to realize as much information as we possibly can that the spirit world is trying to let us know, and this is what a lapis lazuli helps quite a lot. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and to buy this, the link is in the description below, but by buying this you're also supporting my channel as well. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend you to get. And also an important realization about your own skill. It's going to become evident at the end of June, an important realization about your skill, and that in itself is going to take you places. That in itself is going to make you do something quite that you wouldn't normally do, and there's some kind of adventure going to start unfolding. The adventure that is going to start unfolding, that is going to happen at the end of June, is just going to make you realize how powerful this life is, how happy you can be, and how colorful this life can be if you just make certain necessary changes, and also if you start thinking in a slightly different way about certain problems and certain issues in your life. That is going to be the huge massive starting point. The luxury and you wanting to kind of live in luxury and take care of things, and you will want to do something really special for yourself when it comes to the certain luxury, and I say absolutely go for it. This month is going to be super life-changing for you. This month is going to be very, very positive for you indeed, and there is a whole new option that is going to become revealed to you here, and that option is going to literally change your life. Watch this space, my babies. Okay, so now I'm going to take these cards and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are actually in relationship. You see, on those of you that are actually in relationship, you see, this is quite interesting as well, because it is just a very good time, very good moment, very good month to sit down and deal with a certain issue. Deal with the issue from the past, deal with the problems from the past, deal with issues that were stayed unresolved, deal with problems that stayed unresolved, because sometimes, you know, certain problem, you know, you can just like kind of forget about them if they're really little, but the certain problems we need to like kind of deal with, because if we don't, then our spiritual journey with that person is not going to be able to evolve. So this month is going to be important to see what is giving you this little bit of negativity, what is giving you a little bit of pressure, because I can see two people are going to be very sensitive when it comes to each other, and also there's a third person that is going to have a certain entry, and not like a lover necessarily or some kind of like a person like that, but there is some, maybe it could be like a family member. Third person, it's going to kind of become very strongly evident here. Third person is going to kind of like have a really strong impact or influence in this relationship, on this relationship, that is going to affect probably most likely both of you, and that in itself is going to give you a little bit of pressure, and that in itself is just going to give you a little bit of like uncertain feelings. And that's why I'm saying that this is all connected. This is all going a long way back, and it's connected to a certain stage of your life, certain part of your life where this all started, kind of, okay? So this is why this is so important for you to kind of as well kind of sort out, because otherwise there is not going to be enough motivation for both of you to move on, and there is going to be a really important advice that you're actually going to get. Yeah, there you go. So this is an important time, and this is what I said. That's why I said, you see, this is exactly it. After this month, things are going to change, but not in a bad way, but most certainly they're going to change in such a way where you will finally, both of you will be able to like forget about the certain issues, forget about certain problems, and you know, it's just that in itself is just going to take so much weight off your shoulders. I told you that you need to be like a little bit careful, because it looks like there is like a third person that is going to have some kind of influence, some kind of impact, and this is something that gets me worried sometimes when I see just a little bit, because there shouldn't be the third person that is having an impact or influence, but this is just going to be for you both to kind of sort out. This is all going to be the part of the ongoing problem, but you're going to need to sit down and deal with these issues, because you will realize that this is going to take a little bit more from you than you think, and you're going to find yourself in a situation like, oh no, I can't really enjoy my life if I don't sort this out. So it's important to do this, because if you don't sort this problem, then your spiritual journeys are not going to evolve how they should. Okay, so it's an important time. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are single and ready to mingle. Now, you see, this is the moment when you start getting lots of energy. This is the balance. It's going to be so good. The balance you will get back, that is going to make you feel really positive, and it's going to make you feel really attractive, and you are going to be very attractive. You are going to be very confident. You are going to be very sexy. And throughout June, July, August, oh, this is your time. This is the time when you feel super confident. This is the time when you feel super sexy and super powerful. You're able to do so much just by going out. You are one of the signs that you just walk into any room, people are just going to be able to feel you and sense you, because you're so strong, Leos. You really are. You have a very strong presence indeed. But then again, at the same time, you know, when you feel like that, like a super vavavoonish, when you feel super sexy, when you feel like absolutely the right balance within you, this is going to be the bombastic combination that you are going to have. Lots of you that haven't been felt, some of you that haven't been ready, you know, to meet somebody, most certainly this is going to change this month, because now you are going to be socializing a lot, you are going to be going out a lot, and most importantly, you are also going to forgive something to someone. There's going to be the moment, situation, somebody from the past is going to bounce back in your mind, and some ex-lover or something like that, or maybe somebody who wasn't even your lover that you're holding certain grudge, and that is going to come through forward, and you may even have an opportunity to be with somebody from the past, but Sasha said, no, baby, no, that person is ex for a reason. You're going to meet somebody else. You're going to meet somebody really important this month, indeed, and it's going to happen at around the time when you're going to feel your own rebirth. I mentioned you're going to feel like you have a rebirth. When you feel like really happy and optimistic and like you're having a rebirth, you're going to be part of the situation where you haven't been before, that other people are going to be around, and this is going to be the time when you're going to meet somebody new. But it's going to be connected to the certain learning experiences. It's going to be connected to the certain learning experience, to the certain task at hand that you're going to have at the same time, and somebody who's very, very amazing, somebody who's very loyal. You know, all these things are going to be on your mind, you see, when it comes to that particular person. But it is going to be very much so. This is again, you see, this is the person that is just going to try to come back. You're going to try to come forward. You see this particular person, and this is the one that I said that is an important information to learn and let go. Learn and let go. This is not somebody that you should be with again, because that person here literally came to an end. Okay, as I said, we are waiting for this person. Okay, and that's the person that is about to walk into your life, and this is the person that is about to change everything. This is the person that is about to show how to be happy. This is the person that is about to absolutely have the best and positive and the most important impact of your life. This is someone with a perfect work-life balance, but this is somebody that does like to learn a lot, does like to study a lot, somebody who likes to like go places and learn at the same time, somebody who's very adventurous, but somebody who likes to learn at the same time. And everybody has a feeling about this person, oh, they're so loyal, they're so nice, they're a really nice person, not in a boring way, but in the best possible way. Somebody that is just so trustworthy in so many different ways. And when you meet this person, you will feel a very strong connection, very powerful connection, very, very individual connection. You will want to connect and reconnect and connect and reconnect, and you will also at the same time feel like you so much know this person, but you don't. You will talk, and then you will kind of get on in such a way like, oh my God, do we know each other? Yes, this is somebody who is going to be very special, and you will know. They will make you feel good. They will make you feel mischievous. They will make you feel adventurous. They will make you feel like you haven't felt in a long time. My gorgeous Leos, prepare to be swept off your feet. Okay, watch this space, indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Leos, I love you to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, love, and light. Mwah. Okay, my gorgeous Leos, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you.